Welcome to my first talking precision flyer repairs video, and how appropriate that it is about a pre-war American flyer talking station. This one came to me from a customer who was having problems with it. The main problem turned out to be that it was wired incorrectly. It had been wired by a previous owner as if it were a post-war talking station, and pre-war and post-war talking stations are wired considerably different. I have it here with an engine to simulate what happens when it pulls up to a station and is paused while the record plays. This engine is locked in forward because pre-war and even early post-war talking stations did not have ceramic 10 ohm resistors in them that would provide a trickle feed of voltage to the track and not allow the reverse unit to trip. So if you have a pre-war or early post-war, you'll need to lock the engine that you're running it with in forward so that it pulls out of the station instead of sitting there in neutral. Let's fire it up by itself without power to the train so you can see how it runs by itself, and then we'll do it with a train so you can see how it creates that pause effect for the engine when it gets near the station. As you'll see, I have to hold the button down long enough for the drum to turn and the mechanism to take it from there. And there you have it, one successful play of the record, and it's waiting for the next time to bring a train to rest for passengers to board their American Flyer train. So let's start an engine up here. I'm using a diesel, even though this is a steam engine record, so that the choo-choo doesn't overlay onto the record. The reason for that is the record actually doesn't finish when the engine gets going. The engine will leave the station before the record is finished playing. And it makes sense. You'll hear the whistle blow, and that's the point at which the train would be leaving the station, and in fact when the station delivers power back to the tracks. So if this were a diesel record, you hear the horn blowing, but in this case, so that it could stay audible, I'm using a diesel engine instead. So the engine's running along, comes up to the station. I'll press the button and start the record, and you'll see the engine would be stopped. And there you have it. The train would have pulled away from the station and gone merrily on its way. So I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration of a now operational pre-war American Flyer talking station. It's been a thrill to get this figured out and back into action. So until we meet again, this is Precision Flyer Repairs wishing you farewell and enjoy running your trains.